So, on the recommendation of the Governor, I beg, sir, to move that additional amount of rupees 2,50 lakhs be granted to the Minister in charge to defray certain charges, which will come in the course of payment during the year ending the 31st March 2022, for the administration of the heads 2041 taxes on vehicles, 2070 other administrative services, 2552 northeastern areas, 3055 road transport, 4552 capital outlay on northeastern areas, 5053 capital outlay on civil aviation, 5055 capital outlay on road transport, 7055 loans for road transport.
Motion moved. Now there is one court motion against this grant tabled by Sri George B. Lingdo. You may kindly move.
Honorable Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the total provision of 2,50 lakh supplementary demand number 6, head 2070, other administrative services at page 10 of the list of supplementary demands be reduced by rupees 100. That is the total amount of the whole supplementary demand of 2,50 lakhs to stand reduced by rupees 100, sir.
Motion moved. You now may initiate discussion.
Sir, based on the supplementary demand note provided at page 10 of the list of supplementary demands, sir, I can see that this amount is being moved for the payment of 3 months' salaries to the employees of MTC, sir, for January 2021, February 2021, and March 2021. Sir, there seems to be a long pendency of clearing the salaries of the employees of the MTC, and we don't know what the department will be planning to clear their dues and salaries for the remaining months, sir, because now it is March 2022. So the past 1 year, it seems that the department is not in a position to clear even the balance amount of their salary, sir. So just the other day, we had raised the concerns of our taxi drivers, where they've been penalized because of the delay in the renewal of their permits. And this is up to 10,000 rupees per vehicle, sir. A lot of resources seems to be being garnered, sir, even through penalties from taxi drivers who have not been able to operate the taxis for the past 2 years. On one hand, we are seeing penalization and collection of fines. But then on the other hand, sir, the payments are not being met to ensure that the salaries of the MTC employees are being cleared. Number one. Number two, sir, there is also hue and cry across the city for parking space. When we're seeing a lot of spaces there around Police Bazaar area, sir, of the MTC land in the Police Bazaar area, which is lying unutilized, but then that, sir, can be used for generation of resources, sir, by parking fees, where at least the taxi drivers, the tourist taxi drivers especially, who don't have any parking space, they're trying to find parking space across the city, being pushed from one parking area to the other, sometimes parking just on the roadside, even creating more kiosks, adding more woes to the traffic, sir. So why not we use these parking spaces at least to generate some income for the MTC, so that at least they can meet some of the amount which is required for the payment of the salaries and other expenditures of the MTC, sir. So these are just two concerns, sir, which I would like to draw the attention of the Honourable Minister through this cut motion, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to thank the Honourable Member for raising the cut motion to open up an opportunity to have a discussion on the implementation of the 5th Commission, sir. So it may be stated that MTC is not generating enough revenue to meet all its expenditure, including the payment of salaries of the MTC employees. It is suffering from severe financial constraints, sir, due to which the Board of Directors in its 151st meeting on the 24th of October 2018 decided to implement the recommendation of the 5th Pay Commission, effect from 1st January 2019. The Board, in its 152nd meeting on 7th August 2019, endorsed the management to seek government concurrence for implementation. implementation of the revised pay were effective from 1st January 2019. The same was approved by government on 17 Feb 2021, and the corporation received rupees 2 crores 89 lakhs for the payment of areas were effective from 1st January 2019. The corporation has also taken up with the Board of Directors thereafter for implementation of the Fifth Pay Commission were effective from 2017. The financial implication for implementation is rupees 3.5 crores approximately. With that being said, sir, I would like again bring to the reminder of the honourable member and the House, sir, that MTC is a corporation which is not able to generate enough revenue to meet its expenditure, sir. However, we are extensively examining the matter, sir, and with the hope that we will be able to resolve this problem as soon as possible. And in regards of the suggestion given by the honourable member from Omroy, sir, it will be looked after, sir. It will be looked after, and then we will try to consider it as much as possible so that we could be able to meet up the payments due to the employees, especially of the employees of MTC, sir. And in regards of the penalty that has been penalized to the taxi drivers since this topic has come up, sir. Yes, it is a very serious issue, sir. Many associations and many taxi owners have also approached me in this regard. I do agree with the amount that has been put up for charge is very high, sir, as you said, 10,000 rupees. This is also something that we are working about, sir, right now. And last year, because of the 2-year pandemic situation that we had, the lockdown and all, there was a waiver that we had waived till 31st October 2021. This is something just to ease the pressure on these taxi drivers. But then, even after the waive that we did till 31st October 2021, we could still find a lot of taxi driver facing problem in paying the renewals for permits and other documents. But this matter is also been looked into, sir, very extensively, and I assure you, sir, that it will be taken up as priority, sir, with the corporation, with the department, with the government, and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible, sir. Your suggestions in regards of revenue generation as well, in regard of the parking and the other, we will try to consider it, sir, as much as possible, which may help in moving forward with payment, sir. So with these few submissions, sir, I hope that I could clarify the problems of, the honourable member. And before I resume my seat, I would like to request you to kindly withdraw the cut motion, sir. Thank you.
Honourable Speaker, sir, I thank the Honourable Minister for the reply. So the waiver was actually not there. It was just an extension of time to renew the papers. There was actually no waiver on the fees. So along with the fees, they had to pay the penalty. So it was a burden for all the taxi, sumo drivers, and all the other commercial operators, sir. Sir, one more point, sir, whether the ISBT will see it being operated, sir, because I've seen the inauguration, but then no operation, sir.
Yes, sir. It will be the notified date for its fully operational thing is given on 1st April, sir. And just for the information, right now also, sir, the infrastructure is being used. So there was a slight delay after the inauguration because of the lockdown and all this, sir. But then now we are 95% complete. We have completed 95% of the procedure to start to make it operational, sir. All the shops, the restaurants, the services that is supposed to be done, it is completed, so only allotment is left. And hopefully, the given date, 1st April, by that time will be fully operational, sir. With all buses and all.
So the choice of 1st April is very comical, as we can all understand.
April Fools?
So I think the department really know the significance of that date. So I hope, sir, it doesn't go the other way. So with that assurance and reply, sir, I withdraw the current motion, sir. Thank you.
Since the mover has withdrawn his court motion, now let me put the question before the House. The question is that grant number 6 be passed. Those who are for the motion say aye. Those who are against say no. The ayes have it. The ayes have it. The motion is carried and grant number 6 is passed.